Okay, let's get at it.
Woo! Yay, hiking.
Good morning. It is October 7th, 2021. Day 128. We just left our campsite and we're now walking across the wobbly suspension bridge with a spider web right in front of me. That's the stream that we camped next to last night. Over there in the woods. It is quite wobbly, actually.
It is very wobbly.
Okay, we've got a big day planned for today. We are hitting a climb called the Priest, which is our first 4,000 footer since New Hampshire, since the Whites. I don't know. I don't think we had Killington in Vermont, but Killington was off trail. So I don't think Killington counts because, so I think it's since the Whites. I could be wrong. And it is also planned as our biggest elevation day of the trip so far. Total elevation is well over 5,000 feet for the full day, which will be the most we have done yet, even more than our Katahdin day. The difference being that it's spread out over 15.2 miles instead of Katahdin, which was over 10 miles. So it's going to be a tough one. I guess the other good news is that the majority of the climb is going to be this morning. So the first 4.5 miles or so is the
Yep.
climb up the Priest.
Yep.
And then after that, it's going to be ups and downs to our camping area, which will be 15 plus miles away. And along the way, I think there's a couple other climbs like Spy Rock and things like that. But the Priest is definitely the headliner of the day. Okay. I better save my energy so that I can make it up this beast. Okay, we're coming up on Cripple Creek. We've been following it up for the first mile and a half or so of our climb up the Priest. It does look like a drunkard stream and all. I'm guessing we're going to step across it in a minute or two. It's been a steady climb so far. Oh yeah, I see a trail up there where we switch back. So I bet this tree up here is probably our turning point or something. Even if there is no double blaze on it. It has gotten darker and darker as we've been coming up. So at some point, I think the skies are going to open up on us. Okay, I'm going to hang out here, see if Melissa needs any water when she gets here. Melissa's made a couple new friends. How you doing, puppy? You still looking for your brothers and sisters? You're a good pup. A couple puppy dogs have chased past us. We haven't seen their owners. I actually called the number on one of their collars and left a message in case their owner isn't right behind us. But they've got a name, a number, and a radio tag on them. So presumably they've got a home. This guy's hanging with us. His brothers and sisters zoomed ahead. All right, pup, you gonna climb the rest of the mountain with us? Do more of the friends. You good pups. All right, we made it up and over the priest. What's the vote? How was it?
It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was long and steep.
It was long and steep. Yep.
But we got it done.
We got it done. Did pretty well. Stopped at the shelter near the top. Had a quick snack there and refilled our water bottles. Read some of the confessions in the confessional.
Truly eye-opening.
Pretty neat stuff. And now we've got about 10 more miles on our day. And that'll get us to wherever it is we're planning on camping tonight.
Some tent site.
Some random tent site. Okay. See ya. Well, Huey, Dewey, and Louie are still following along. At least Huey and Dewey. Where's Mama? Oh, and there's Mama. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. Okay.
Huey and Dewey keep getting frustrated at how slow I'm going, and they climb up on the back of my feet, and then I pause and move over and let them pass me, and then they stop in the middle of the trail and I have to step over. It's kind of a fun little game we're playing.
I hope your dad calls or texts back soon, because I don't know what's up with you guys now.
I miss you guys. I miss you home. Miss your mama.
Okay, it is end of day 128. So we did 15.2 miles from a stealth site by Tye River to a stealth site where we are now by Livingston Creek. Spring? We'll go spring.
I think spring.
Yep. And I think the tent's getting wet now, so I think we got in time, just in time before the rain started. Held off all day long. Today's Thursday. Do you know what that is?
No.
You have now been on trail, back on trail, longer than you were off trail.
Yay! I didn't know that. That's awesome.
So there you go.
Fantastic.
Now you can go off trail again.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
So we did the big climb today, up the Priest. Our first 4K since New Hampshire, by my account. You know, you claimed for mine.
Whatever, all good.
It was for your 4 weeks back on trail. It was our biggest elevation gain of the entire
Over
trip.
5,000 feet today. Yeah, it was a challenge day, and we did it.
Yeah, and I'll at least say for me, it wasn't that bad. It was just a long climb.
Just a long climb.
Yep,
But
it was steep. It was steep.
But I need to throw out what helped the climb. About a mile before we got to the top, these 3 beagles came out behind a rock. He had already passed it. Came out from behind a rock, ooh, long day, and barked at me and then started walking with me. And so for that mile to the top and then up and over to the shelter, they hung out with us and probably another mile.
Yeah, we tried to ditch them at the shelter. Because,
no, first you tried to call their owner and say, hey, there's these 3 beagles up here. They had RFID collars and stuff. They were hunting dogs, clearly.
Actually, GPS collars, not even RFID.
Well, somebody could identify where they were. They belonged to somebody. They were very well behaved, very well trained dogs. They hung together. They were clearly a pack. One of them was a recent mama. She could tell she had nursed puppies. And so we were trying to find their owner for them and not take care of them, but find their owner for them. And they were with us probably 3 miles. Yep. And eventually, mama dog, you were calling them Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Yeah. I called them Huey, Dewey, and Louise because mama dog was a girl. She whimpered at the other 2. They ran back to her and they turned around and went back. Yep. So we hope they found their owner today. But it sounds silly, but it made the rest of the climb more entertaining because we had these pups that were climbing with us and they hung out with us and they were really cool. Mm-hmm. They were gone by the time we did the other 6 climbs of the day.
yeah. After the priest, we had 6 more climbs. And I'll say, I had left the voicemail and I texted the owner, and when he finally got back to me 4 hours later, he kind of implied it was my fault that he lost his dog. So Mark.
Oh,
okay. Any highlights, lowlights today?
The highlights were the dogs. They were really sweet. The lowlight,
yes, and I hope Huey, Dewey, and Louie get home without getting eaten by a bear.
Yeah, the lowlight was that the owner didn't seem... At least the first exchange, he sort of said, yeah, they're too high up. I'm not coming to get them. And I was like, yeah, that's not how you take care of these dogs. They clearly have been well taken care of, and they were very well trained, but I hope that he finds a way to get these dogs back home where they belong. But I was really happy with the rest of the climbs today. The sun never really came out, but it was kind of misty and foggy this morning, and it just was this kind of misty, foggy day. We got no views, even though the views from the priest were supposed to be the best since the whites.
Yeah, no views. I think that was the low light, but that's okay.
But it's okay. It was kind of an interesting hike through the woods today.
Yep, it was a great day, from my opinion. So,
Can we talk about this just for a minute? This is the first time I've noticed on camera you have this serious beard going on.
I think maybe I'll grow it out for a little bit.
Oh, okay. YouTube, you need to chime in on this because somebody's commented before that you like that he was clean shaven. So help me out a little bit, man. We got 2 more months out here.
On that note, see ya.
Tomorrow.